All right, let's talk about something we all do, shopping. But have you ever thought about what's really happening in that store? It's basically a modern-day battlefield. You've got all these brands, right? And they're all locked in this silent war for your attention and, yeah, for your wallet. So what separates the winners from the losers? How do they actually pull it off? Let's get into it. Seriously, think about it for a second. Picture yourself in a grocery store aisle. There are like 100 different boxes of cereal staring back at you. Or maybe you're shopping for headphones. Why do you reach for that one? Is it just a gut feeling, a totally random pick? Or is there something else at play here? Well, here's the thing. For the really big, successful brands, it is never just chance. Nope. That decision you just made, it's actually the very last step in a super long, super carefully planned out process. A process that was designed from the get-go to lead you to, you guessed it, that exact product. So you gotta wonder, how do brands get so good at this game? It's incredibly complex. Well, a lot of them have a secret weapon. They turn to these specialized companies that just get the science of retail. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of these companies, a group called Tophawks.
And their whole mission? It's simple, but man, is it powerful. See, it's not just about, selling stuff. It's about figuring out the real problems, the things that are stopping a brand from actually connecting with people like you and me. And when they solve those problems, that's how they help build a brand that's stronger and can stick around for the long haul. And what I find really cool is just how wide their scope is. I mean, on one hand, you've got these huge established brands, and Tophawks helps them fine-tune every little detail of how they show up in a store. But then, on the other hand, they're also helping brand new startups, the little guys, find their way through the, let's be honest, pretty intimidating world of retail. They help them get those first crucial handshakes.
Okay, so how do they actually do all this? Well, their whole strategy really boils down to three main pillars. And we're going to start with the first one, which you could argue is the most important of all, the people. We're talking about the actual human beings on the ground, right there on the front lines of retail. Basically, Tophawks becomes the brand's entire ground game. And this isn't just one thing, it's the whole shebang. You've got in-store demonstrators who are there to create that, whoa, that's cool moment when a new product launches. You've got marketing teams that are literally out there face-to-face building real relationships. And for the smaller brands, they can even provide shared teams, which gives them a real fighting chance against the big guys. It's all about putting the right person representing the brand in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. And the idea behind this is just, it's so simple, it's brilliant. Think about it. If your company is amazing at making, the best coffee in the world, why should you also have to be an expert at hiring and managing a massive sales team? It doesn't make sense, right? So you outsource it. You let the company focus on the coffee, and you let the experts handle what happens inside the store. All right, so that's the people, pillar number one. Now let's move on to the second pillar. Because, it's not enough to just have great people out there. They have to be working in the perfect environment. And that's what this is all about. Crafting that ideal experience for the customer, right from the second they step foot in the store. Okay, this is where the real science starts to kick in. They do things like mystery shopping. And no, it's not just about trying to catch employees making mistakes. It's way smarter than that. It's about finding those tiny little things that make a shopping trip annoying. Things that, a spreadsheet could never tell you. They do audits to make sure the brand looks the same everywhere, and they're constantly checking out the competition to find any little advantage. It's all about making sure the brand's story is coming through loud and clear.
And check this out. The scale we're talking about here is just huge. 2,500. That's how many visual merchandisers they have in their network all across the country. Just think about that. It's like having an army of artists and designers for the retail space ready to go at a moment's notice.
And it's so important to get this. Visual merchandising isn't just about making a shelf look pretty. Not at all. It's the art of using a display, a sign, even the way the store is laid out, to tell a story. It's designed to grab your attention and kind of gently guide you through the store. It's basically psychology, but made physical.
Okay, so we've got the people on the ground, we've got the perfect environment designed to make you feel a certain way. So what's missing? Well, this brings us to our third and final pillar, what I like to call the brains of the whole operation. How do you know if any of this is actually working? The answer is simple. Data. You win with data.
And we're not talking about some dusty old report that someone prints out and leaves on a desk. No way. We are talking about actionable insights. They use these incredible tools that let brands see what's happening like right now, in real time. They get alerts when something interesting is happening, and they can pull up all this crucial info whenever they want, from wherever they are. So what's the big deal with all this data?
Well, the point isn't to just get a snapshot of one moment in time. It's about creating this ongoing cycle of continuous improvement. Think of it like a living, breathing feedback loop. Every single sale, every customer question, all of that information feeds back into the system so they can make tiny, constant tweaks. The goal is just to get a little bit better every single day. Okay, let's bring this all together now. You've got these three huge pillars: the people, the experience, and the data. But the key is they don't operate on their own. They're all woven together into one powerful system, and Tophawks has a name for it: the circle of optimization. And it works just like this. First, they assess. They dive deep to really understand the brand and the market. Then, they design a completely custom program. Next up, implement. They put the plan into action on the ground. And right away, they start to measure everything. All that data gets analyzed to pull out the important stuff, which leads to the most important step of all: improve. They make those little adjustments, and then the whole thing starts right back at the beginning. It's a loop. It literally never stops.
So why go through all this trouble? What's the ultimate goal of this never-ending cycle? It's actually really simple. It's all about making the customer's experience as good as it can possibly be. Because when you nail that, you don't just get a sale today. You create loyalty. You turn customers into fans who will tell their friends about you. And that's how you build a business that lasts.
So I'll leave you with this. The next time you're out shopping and you just kind of automatically reach for a certain product, just pause for a second. Look around, notice the way things are displayed, the signs, maybe even the person who just helped you, and ask yourself, am I just shopping? Or am I walking through a perfectly executed plan? Makes you think, right?